What's up, guys, and welcome back to Tight Bass Lines TV. Today is Tackle Tip Thursday. Today we are we're not on the water, of course. I'm going to show you a new bait that I use. Well, it's not a new bait, but it's a type of bait that I like to use in certain times of the year, certain water clarities, depth, all that. So we're going to go through that. So let's get over here, get this wrapped up, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright guys, today we are talking about crankbaits, and more specifically is a crawfish pattern. I use a crawfish pattern in early of the year, like January, February, March. That's usually whenever the cold water's there. Some muddy water, I like to use it, stained water. Overall, it's a great bait in any type of water you're fishing in early months when the crawfish are really active, and whenever there's a new moon. So today, this is a Mardi Gras color, but I like to use the Demon color and the DT-6 by Rapala. I use Rapalas. I got some Echo 1.75s that I use, some custom square bills, little crawfish pattern. I got some, let's see what I got here, KVD 1.5s. I got some wiggle warts in the craw pattern, and you can never leave out without a rattle trap in a craw color. But these are just some normal colors that I like to use. The red is standard, but they also make a yellowish. Got a yellowish color. You got like that KVD I showed you, that albino color. They all work excellent in early of the year, late winter, early spring. It's the best time to use them. But this happens to be the Mardi Gras color in DT6, and I'm using that on a 7-foot Crankin rod by Duckett. It's the Ghost model, and that's like $100, pretty cheap. Then I got a Lews Carbon Fire 7 1-to-1. A lot of people like to use 6 4-to-1, 5 5-to-1, something lower D ratio, but I don't. I like to work it fast because it's all about a reaction strike, and I like to get it all the way down to the depth that I'm comfortable in, and I wanted to bang it on every piece of cover. But one of the biggest misconceptions about a square bill, rattle trap, DT6, anything with a bill on it, is that you can only fish it around cover. That's mostly true. That's what you want to do, but it works excellent in open water. I mean, I've caught plenty of fish, smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass, all on open water and around cover. So we're going to take a look at this clip, and I want to talk you through what's going on in this video. Oh, there's one. Yeah, he's a nice one. So, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right, first one. What's that? Yeah, I threw it right up on the bank, and it was like he hit like how he's doing that carry. All right, guys, so that is one of my first ever BFLs, and what we're doing, we're fishing Main River, Main Lake Point is what they call it. We're throwing up into about 3 foot of water and covering all the way up to 25 foot. That is a DT6 Demon, the red color. And I was just cranking it into open water, and that smallmouth came up and, knocked it out of the park. So that's what I'll try to show you, is that you don't have to have cover when fishing a crankbait. It's better to have cover because you're going to get more bites, but you don't have to. I like to use a 14-pound line. It's a K9 line, and that's a fluorocarbon. It lets it get down there a little bit faster, and it makes sure that it stays in the strike zone as long as it can. But this is, that's the Mardi Gras color, and then this is just a couple colors that I like to use. My favorite would be that Demon color, or there's a Rayburn red craw in the rattle trap. They make them in the Echo 1.5s as well. That's an excellent color for clear water, muddy water, stained water. I mean, it's a killer bait in those early months when the crawfish are really active. So when you're out there and there's structure, or if you're fishing a flat or a point or a drop off or ledge or anything like that, make sure you have yourself tied on a crankbait or lipless crankbait or square bill, and try and knock it into every piece of cover. I mean, the bill on the lure should be jacked up. I mean, chipping away, scratches everywhere, and the bait should have scratch everywhere from the bite marks. And that was a nice size smallie that I caught. It was it was 3 pounds flat. I weighed in that one smallie first tournament, which I just used that as a learning experience because it really in my first year I do want to catch a whole lot of fish, but that wasn't my main goal. My main goal was to learn as much as you can, and then the following year is what you're really going to go after the fish, which is that's what I'm doing this year. I'm really not really worried about what my boater's doing. I'm worried about what I'm doing, how I'm working each cast, each bait, and making those adjustments because that's what it's all about in the fishing industry. Is that you got to make the right adjustments when you're out on the water. One false adjustment, you won't catch it. So that's just a couple tips, But you got the yellow craws, you got the red craws, you got the albino craws. I mean, there's so many different craws. So basically, what you gotta do, you gotta experiment. Go out there, get you a couple different colors, and make casts everywhere. Hit every piece of structure with every different color craw that you can. They even make them in a blue craw, and that's really good whenever there's blue crawfish around. Really, you have to find out what the fish are eating around you. Are they eating a red craw? Are they eating something with purple in it? It's all about what's the main forage in your state or lake or pond, wherever you're at. So find out exactly what those fish are eating and try to match the hatch. That's the best thing you can do. And try out some of these tips. I mean, the worst that can happen, you won't get a fish. But these are just some of the tips that make me feel comfortable when I'm out on the water and what helped me catch fish. So, you guys tell me what the next bait or tip you want to learn about, and I'll see if I can help you. I don't know everything. I'm not a pro. It's just some tips that I feel like may be able to catch you a couple more fish when you're out on the water. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can message me on Facebook at Jordan Young Fishing or Tight Bass Lines TV. I just made that new Facebook page. Or you can get me at Instagram at Jordan Young Fishing. And I'll drop my email in the link below. That way you can email me if you have any more questions. Or just show me some of the fish that you caught, maybe on a crankbait or whatever you catch them on. Let me know what you guys are doing out there. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for the support on the channel so far. And I'll see y'all guys next time out on the water.